right, so for this one, we have a piecewise function, and they want us to figure out when it's decreasing. Okay, so what I got to do is I just got to graph this, but because it's a piecewise function, I've got to define which function to use for which part of the domain. So for any x value less than 1, I'm going to use the function 2 raised to the x. Now for any x value greater than or equal to 1, I'm going to use the square root of x plus 3. So this is how you plug this in the calculator. So I plug in the function in parentheses, and right next to that, I put parentheses, and now I define the domain for that function, okay? So what I'm going to do is if I hit second and the math button, see how this says test? I'm going to go down and I'm going to choose the less than symbol. Hit enter. Then I'm going to put 1. So that's the first part of it. Then I hit the plus symbol, okay, because it's going to graph this plus, it's going to graph something else all in one graph. So then I put the second function, and I'm going to say the square root of x plus 3. Oops, I don't need that last little thing there. Close parentheses, open parentheses, x, second math, which pulls up my test menu. And now I'm going to say greater than or equal to 1, close parentheses. I might have to zoom in or out. I've been doing some crazy, I've been doing some crazy graphs lately. Yep, so I'm going to hit zoom. I'm going to start with the standard zoom, see what we get. Oh yeah, that's much better. You know what? I think I entered that it's 2 to the x. So this one, I've got to put my x up here like this. Now graph it. Okay, now I'm going to fine tune the graph a little bit. My y value doesn't need to be that high. Well, it doesn't need to be that low, really, is what I meant to say. So I'm going to put this at -1, my minimum, and then I'm going to put this at like, I don't know, 6. No, we'll make it 8. So as I look at this thing, guess what? It is always increasing. Always. So let's take a snapshot of that, and I'll explain what I mean. When we talk about increasing or decreasing, we got to follow the path. So I read this like I'm reading a book. I go left to right. So as I go left to right, wherever the function is, wherever this function is, that's where it's increasing or decreasing. So if I'm going up as I follow the graph left to right, if the y value is always increasing, then it is increasing. So this function only increases. Why is that not working properly? Well, the answer is C. Huh. Oh, that's weird. The answer is C. The function is only increasing. I'm not sure why it's not letting me select it, but that's the answer.